Flight camera reported ahead. The speed limit is 50 kilometers per hour. The speed limit is 50 kilometers per hour.
I fill it up.
Which one?
The 94.
94 Ultra, right?